Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. As we gather around tables filled with food, and hearts full of gratitude, I want to share something deeply personal, a memory that shaped the way I view life, the way I view love, and the resilience that has shaped me. 17 years ago, on Thanksgiving morning, when Thanksgiving Day greeted the world with soft golden light breaking across the horizon, a day meant for gratitude. But for me, it became a moment that has been frozen in time. My mom laid peacefully, her breathing shallow, and the rhythmic rise and fall of her chest slowing with every passing minute. I held her hand, her skin warm but fragile, and whispered words of love and gratitude I hoped would carry her home. When the last breath escaped her lips, it felt like the world itself paused, honoring the quiet strength of her life. The hospital room, didn't feel empty. Instead, it was filled with overwhelming presence of peaceful, radiant, almost sacred. Some might say that she earned her angel wings in that moment, but if you knew her, you'd understand she had always worn them. That's right. She didn't need to earn what she already embodied. My mom was unbreakable. She lived as an angel among us, not with grandeur, but in the smallest, most profound ways. An encouraging word, a hand on your shoulder when you felt lost. For me, that was plenty of time. And a love so steady it could calm the fiercest storm in your heart. She didn't just love, she was love, moving through life with quiet resilience that spoke louder than words. My mom embodied the essence of 1 Corinthians 13. If those words could take on a heartbeat and walk among us, they'd look like like my mom. She was patient and kind, always believed the best in others, and forgave even when it was hard. My mom didn't know envy. She didn't need to boast. She celebrated others without a trace of jealousy, and her humility was the kind that made everyone feel at ease. When she spoke, it wasn't to impress or dominate. It was to uplift and bring peace. She didn't just preach love, she was love. Her life was a walking testimony of unbreakable faith, unwavering hope, and unconditional love. That Thanksgiving morning, I held her hand as her pulse slowly faded away. The void she left behind was like a tree struck by lightning, sacred and hollow at its core, yet still rooted, still reaching for the sky. And though her physical presence is gone, the legacy of love is like new branches growing from those wounds, filling the emptiness and making me stronger, one tender shoot at a time. 17 years ago, 17 years later, here's what I know with absolute certainty. True love doesn't end. It transcends. It's unbreakable. It weaves itself into the fabric of who we are, guiding us when we feel lost, whispering strength into our hearts during the weakest moments, and showing up in the choices we make, the values we live, and the spirit we carry forward. True love isn't bound by time or space. It lives on, shaping us and inspiring us to rise, to heal, and to love as deeply as we have been loved. To those who are missing someone this Thanksgiving, maybe you've lost someone who made your world feel safe, someone who loved you deeply and made you better just by being in your life. If that's you, grief is, I see you. If that's you, I see you. Grief is heavy, but love has a way of outlasting even the hardest days. Their love is unbreakable. It still guides you, holds you, and strengthens you in ways you may not always notice. To those who still have their parents or loved ones, if you're blessed enough to still have your mom or your dad or anyone who loves you unconditionally, don't let this day slip by without telling them they mean what they mean to you. Take a moment to be present. Hold their hand and stay a little longer. Say I love you one extra time. These moments are the threads that weave into the unbreakable bond that you will carry forever. So here's my challenge to you. Be unbreakable this Thanksgiving. I invite you to reflect on the unbreakable bonds in your life, past and present. Let today be more than just gratitude. It's about action. If you're missing someone, honor their legacy by loving others the way they loved you. If you're surrounded by loved ones, strengthen those bonds by being fully present. If you're struggling, remind yourself that resilience isn't about never breaking. It's about rebuilding and letting love fill the cracks. Because here's the truth. Love is unbreakable. It's the strongest force we have. It outlasts loss, conquers fears, and give us the courage to keep on going. Today, I'm thankful for my mom's unbreakable love, which still carries me even 17 years later. And I'm thankful for you, my community, for walking this journey with me. Let's honor those who have shaped us by living lives that reflect their love, their strength, and their faith. Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Let's not just feel gratitude. Let's live it. Let's love fiercely, rise boldly, and be unbreakable. Until next time, aloha. Aloha.